Today we're going to talk about if you're a beginner on LinkedIn, the first 5 fixes you can do to fix your profile so that they speak directly to your client if you're building your business and building your client list. So, and it's a lot simpler than you think. I do it every day from the front seat of my truck or the back on the bunk bed, or today from the terminal because we had to bring our truck in to get it decked out. Got our new truck, the Black Pearl. So we're at the terminal this week getting that taken care of. But it's simple. The first thing is you're going to fix your headline. Your headline needs to go from your job title to a client magnet. So it needs to go from director of marketing to I help this person with this specific issue, and this is how I do it. So that's what you have to update your profile, make sure that it speaks to who you want to speak to, because I had to learn this. My profile was all wrong when I switched it, and I update it constantly. This is just the beginning of what you can do to speak to your client. You probably will change it a few times as you grow. Your client base may change, how you help them may change, so it'll be a continuous thing. But this is the first step. Just make sure that your headlines doesn't read like a resume. It actually reads like what the client needs and how you help them. So that's the first thing. Second thing is your about section. It needs to speak to your client's pain points, not yours. It doesn't need to say, I've worked at Sprint for 20 years and did these tasks. It needs to move from that to actually saying, not your resume. It's like your sales letter. It's you're rewriting it. The first 2 lines need to speak directly to that person and needs to talk about their biggest struggles and how you are going to help them. So once they read that, your about section, it feels like you're talking directly to them. They're going to connect or they're going to follow because they're going to be interested in what you have to say now because they think that you're speaking directly to them. And so that's number 2. And by the way, I'm Tony Lisa Walters. My family calls me Tony. I'm a trucker by night, and I do LinkedIn by day. I'm a certified business coach. So, and the platform that I'm using right now is LinkedIn. So I'm teaching you as a beginner because I'm really a beginner myself, teaching you what I did, and so you can avoid those mistakes and you can start off and, hit the ground running. Number 3, your banner. You want it to be like a 24/7 billboard for you, like your salesperson. So your banner is going to talk about it needs to talk about the first thing a potential client will see. That's what needs to go in your banner. Like my banner is, I help people with 10 plus years of experience turn their experience into their first paying client on LinkedIn. And I'm talking about your corporate experience, or, if you don't have the corporate experience, just your life experience. And my audience is usually women 40 plus. That's who I connect with the most. So it's going to be specific to if it's a woman, a man, their age group, what their skills are, how you help them. That's what your banner is going to show. And they'll see that when they first go onto your profile. That's one of the first things they see is your banner, your about section, your headline. So that is what it needs to be. Read like a billboard. Just think about the billboards you see and how they speak to you. What kind of stuff do they have on them? They don't have the company's background on there. They have, do you look at this? This is what you want right now. And then you start thinking about, yes, that is what I want. That's how your banner should read. And then number 4, your feature section. This is your proof of whatever it is that you're providing. Like my feature section shows my interview with Arlen Hamilton, a big entrepreneur guru. And also it talks about the clients that I was able to book on LinkedIn. Once I got serious about it, got serious about posting and changed my profile and spoke to my ideal client. That's what my feature section shows. Proof of what I do, how I get my client, and this is, I'm not just telling you, I'm showing you. This ain't theory. This is reality. So that's what your feature section should show. And you could put, if you have an offer, you could put your offer in your feature section. You could put interviews in your feature section. You could put your post in your feature section, your post that done the best for the week, and you can keep changing it. It doesn't have to stay the same. So if you want to change it weekly, every few weeks, to what's going on now in your business, how, the client you helped this week, all of that you can put in your feature section. So 5 is your photo. So you want your photo to be something that speaks to your person, that shows that they can trust you. It gives a signal of trust. It's not a regular photo. I'm not saying it has to be a professional headshot. Some people say it needs to be a professional headshot. Mine is a professional headshot I got done, but it's not the typical one you would see, but it's the one I like the best. You can pick your best photo out of your phone, and if you are not able to get a professional headshot done, that's fine. You could do it in ChatGPT. Just give it a prompt to take this photo of me, turn it into a professional headshot, and then upload that into LinkedIn. So, but you wanted people to be able to clearly see your face. You want it to be kind of brighter. So, brighter just has an intent. Mine is a little dark, but you can clearly still see my face and see who I am, so that people will know you're a real person. I could trust you, and I could eventually see myself doing business with you, or I could see myself being connecting with you, and we could have some type of something that could grow on LinkedIn. But your photo needs to be a good photo of you where people can think you're a real person, and feel like they could trust you. So that's the 5 things. Make sure your headline goes from job title to a client magnet. 2, your about section. Make sure it speaks to your client's pain points, not yours. 3, your banner. It needs to read like your 24/7 billboard, like your salesperson that is working when you're not. Once they see that your banner, they know what you're about. They know who you help or what you can help them with. 4, your feature section. This is where you provide your proof of what you do, how you help people. And 5, your photo. Make sure that it's a clear photo where people can get to know you, know your face, and feel like they can trust you. And then make sure you set your affirmations. Now, from every video, I'm big on the affirmations. So do your weekly affirmations and do your daily affirmations. Do that. Signal it, give it the right energy. All of this is start going, once you make these changes, these 5 things, you're going to start pulling in your ideal client, pulling in your ideal collaborators, pulling in your people that you can go on their podcast, because you might get some of their clients, their audiences also interact with what you teach or what you bring. You'll find that a lot of people, you have a connection with a lot of people on LinkedIn, because they're doing something similar. They're doing this part of the client acquisition. You're doing this part of the client acquisition. So y'all can collaborate, and you will see all of that start to come into play once your profile is set up to attract that. So just make sure that you always set the intent, be intentional with what you're doing, expect to receive, expect the abundance, and it will come. It'll come if you have the right energy and believe it can happen, and you take action to do the things that need to be done. You'll call in to your right client, the right people that you're going to work with. So that's on the 5 steps. Let me know what you do, what you're going to do. Once you get these done, let me know how it works. Let me know if you're attracting more people, that your ideal clients. And if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments too, and I'll answer every question. If you're not sure how to get your first client on LinkedIn, I created a free resource. Download it in the link and make sure that you take action on that within the first 48 hours, because it's all about the action. You got to take action in order for things to change, and in order for you to start making those steps to get to your first client. So that's all for this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.